What if the monarchy, long seen as a distant, formal institution, is quietly evolving into something completely different? Imagine a royal family that doesn't just adhere to tradition, but uses that legacy to build a connection with the people, one that feels warm, human, and deeply relatable. In 2025, the Wales family did just that, and their Christmas card was the perfect reflection of this shift. What they shared wasn't just a seasonal greeting, it was a window into their transformation, a moment that revealed something bigger about their family and the future of the monarchy. Stay with me as we dive into what this card really says about the Wales family and why it could change the way we view royalty forever. At its very essence, Christmas is a season that resonates deeply with the heart. It's a time that transcends the material, reminding us that love often appears in the simplest yet most profound forms. When we think of Christmas, it's not just the grand celebrations, the beautifully wrapped gifts, or the twinkling lights that fill our homes. No, it's the laughter shared around the dinner table, the warmth of a familiar embrace, and the kind, quiet moments that make the season so special. During this magical time of year, we find love not just in extravagant gestures, but in the ordinary, in the everyday acts that make life extraordinary. These moments, though fleeting, feel both precious and eternal, encapsulating the very spirit of what it means to give and receive love. One such moment, captured so beautifully in the 2025 Christmas card from Prince William and Princess Catherine, does more than simply extend a festive greeting. It offers an invitation, a rare and intimate window into their world. This card does not stand as a formal declaration or a public display of royal duty, but rather as an open door to their family life. A life where the grandeur and tradition of the British monarchy meet the gentle, grounded beauty of familial love. In this quiet, personal image, the card isn't just about their royal status, it's about the warmth they share as a family, the kind of warmth that all of us can relate to. This is a family that, through their shared smiles and gentle gestures, reveals a love that is far from distant or ceremonious. It's a love that radiates from simple human connections, like a moment of playfulness, a shared laugh, or a soft touch between family members. The image captured for this year's Christmas card feels like a snapshot of a deeper truth, one where royal tradition blends seamlessly with the humbling beauty of everyday family life. The card's release felt less like a formal announcement and more like an invitation into their world, a rare glimpse into the intimate moments that often remain behind closed doors. In the midst of a season known for its festive grandeur and ceremonial celebrations, this year their card offered something different. It told a story that was more about connection than spectacle, more about heart than history. The Wales family's 2025 Christmas card represents a shift in how we see them, not just as royal figures, but as a family, as parents, as children, sharing simple moments that resonate on a deeply human level. This card doesn't just celebrate a holiday, it celebrates family love and the quiet strength that comes from being together. It's a reflection of their journey, their growth, and the bonds they share that, just like those fleeting Christmas moments, are precious and enduring. In their heartfelt message, Prince William and Princess Catherine shared with the world, "We've invited hundreds of inspiring individuals to the service, allowing us to continue Her Majesty's tradition." On the surface, these words might seem simple, just a few lines to convey their warm Christmas wishes, yet there was so much more. These words carried an entire history within them, a reverence for a legacy that spans generations. They spoke of a family deeply rooted in tradition, one that holds close the values of duty, service, and compassion that have defined the British monarchy for centuries. But there was something else there too, something equally important, the quiet strength of a family that is not just honoring the past, but actively shaping their own future. They weren't simply going through the motions of royal duty, they were making their mark, creating meaningful chapters in the royal narrative while embracing the spirit of the moment. As they made this statement, they were not standing alone. Behind them stood their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, each of whom brought their own energy and light to the occasion. While William and Catherine took center stage, their children were right there with them, lending their own hands, sharing in the work, and more importantly, sharing in the joy of the moment. It wasn't just about royal responsibilities, it was about family. The presence of their children was a reminder that for all their royal titles and duties, they were above all a family united in love and purpose. Prince George, poised and reflective, seemed to carry the weight of his future role with grace and maturity beyond his years. Princess Charlotte, with her quiet confidence, exuded a calm and composure that made her seem wise beyond her 10 years. And then there was Prince Louis, the youngest, whose bright smile and infectious energy lit up the day in a way only a child can. He was full of joy, full of life, and he reminded everyone watching just how precious and fleeting childhood truly is. It wasn't the future king and queen who captured the hearts of the public this year. Instead, it was their children, the three little ones who, in their innocence, vulnerability, and natural charm, captivated hearts across the globe. In a world that often looks to royalty for symbols of tradition and duty, it was the unfiltered joy and playful spirits of these young children that stole the show. Their smiles were genuine, their laughter infectious, and their presence a reminder that no matter how much time passes or how much the world changes, the beauty of family remains timeless. In that moment, the world wasn't just watching a royal family. They were watching a family that, despite its extraordinary position, is just like any other, full of love, warmth, and connection. It wasn't about tradition or duty this time. It was about the very human experience of being together, of sharing in a moment, and of creating memories that would last a lifetime. The world has often seen the royal family through the lens of duty and protocol, but this moment, this card shifted the focus. It reminded us that behind the crowns and titles, they are parents, children, and siblings just like anyone else. And as we looked at that image of the Wales family, it wasn't just a royal portrait we were witnessing, it was a family portrait. It was a snapshot of love, of joy, and of togetherness where the youngest members, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, became the true stars of the moment. Their innocence, their genuine expressions, and the way they interacted with one another spoke volumes, reminding us that in the end, it's the bonds of family that matter most. This Christmas card wasn't just a seasonal greeting, it was a testament to the power of love, connection, and the beauty of shared moments that make life truly special. Prince George, just 12 years old, took part in something that was both deeply human and profoundly extraordinary, serving lunch to the homeless in London alongside his father. This simple yet powerful act of kindness, carried out with such humility, left a lasting impression on all who witnessed it. It wasn't just the magnitude of the gesture itself that struck a chord with the public, it was the quiet grace with which George carried it out. His actions were a reminder that true leadership begins with compassion. However, what truly captured the world's attention wasn't just his acts of service. It was the look he gave, that fleeting moment when he glanced around with a playful, yet confident smile. His expression in that brief instant spoke volumes, conveying a sense of youthful innocence intertwined with an understanding of the duty he was beginning to take on. It was a quiet but powerful reminder of the future king he will one day become. But the image wasn't solely about George. It was about the family as a whole, George, Charlotte, and Louis, and it was this collective presence that truly became the heart of the moment. Just the day before, the Wales children had attended Princess Catherine's annual Christmas carol service at Westminster Abbey, an event that had its own significance. Their participation wasn't just a royal duty, it was an embodiment of warmth and connection. In their smiles, their presence, and their interactions with those around them, the children shared something real, something that felt both personal and public. Their presence was a gift to everyone who attended the service, just as much as their smiles were a gift to the world. But in that moment, was there something more to their presence? Did the Wales children's participation in these events speak louder than a simple Merry Christmas? Could their collective actions and expressions point towards something larger, perhaps a subtle message about the future of the monarchy itself? In that single, natural image, captured without any posed, orchestrated intention, George, Charlotte, and Louis seem to embody the promise of a new generation, one that is both rooted in tradition yet filled with the vibrancy of youth. Their expressions, so effortlessly authentic, seem to say more than words ever could. In that quiet family moment, there was a sense of continuity, of something larger than themselves, unspoken yet profoundly felt. What did their eyes reveal in that fleeting moment? What was it about the simplicity of their presence, the genuineness of their smiles, that made this moment feel so much more significant than a traditional holiday greeting? In a world that often seems caught up in spectacle, in royal duties, and in the weight of tradition, this family photo stood as a reminder that at the heart of it all, the monarchy is at its core about family. And within that family, these children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, are the future. A future that feels grounded in love, compassion, and the shared values that will carry the monarchy into the years ahead. It was a message not of obligation, but of promise, one that was delivered without a single word spoken, yet resonated deeply with everyone who witnessed it. The release of the Wales family's 2025 Christmas card was far more than just a seasonal greeting. It was a moment that reshaped how the public views the royal family. In a world often defined by formality and tradition, this image presented the Wales family in an entirely new light, not as distant formal figures, but as relatable, grounded individuals, parents, children, and a family. This subtle yet powerful shift was felt deeply by those who saw the card. It was a reminder that despite their royal titles, they are at their core just like any other family, with all the love, warmth, and everyday moments that come with that bond. The image was refreshingly intimate, something that felt rare for a family that typically lives under constant scrutiny. Gone was the stiff, highly curated nature of traditional royal portraits, where every detail is meticulously planned to convey a specific image. Instead, this year's card revealed a family that was comfortable with each other, relaxed in each other's presence, and at peace in the moment. There was no sense of performance, no rigid formality, just a genuine family sharing in a moment of joy, love, and togetherness. It was as if the royal family had let their guard down, inviting the world in to witness a quiet, personal moment that felt both authentic and deeply human. This shift was not just about the optics of the image, it was about the emotions it evoked. The card felt different, not in a superficial way, but in a way that made it feel deeply personal. The Wales family wasn't portrayed as a distant, unattainable entity, but as living, breathing people, parents who care for their children, children who adore their parents, and a family who clearly enjoys spending time together. The card was more than just a snapshot. It was a glimpse into their lives, one that offered a sense of warmth and connection that felt rare for a family so often in the public eye. The photograph itself, taken by the renowned photographer Josh Scher, captured the family in a serene and peaceful setting in Norfolk. Scher has earned a reputation for his ability to capture unguarded, authentic moments, and this image was no exception. It didn't feel staged or posed. It felt like a real family, simply enjoying one another's company, surrounded by nature. The location itself, an idyllic rural setting with the family sitting on the grass amidst blooming daffodils, was a quiet symbol of new beginnings and growth. The daffodils in full bloom spoke to the family's own journey, a path of renewal, of healing, and of moving forward with hope and optimism. The natural surroundings and the soft, organic feel of the photograph served as the perfect backdrop for this intimate family moment. It was a far cry from the often polished and controlled royal portraits we are accustomed to. This wasn't a moment crafted for the cameras, it was a moment that felt authentic, raw, and full of love. It felt like a family photo that could have been taken in any living room or backyard across the world, one that a parent might proudly frame and display at home. There was nothing distant or removed about this image. It was full of warmth, tenderness, and affection. It felt like the kind of photo you would look at and feel a sense of belonging, not just as an observer, but as someone who could relate to the simple, universal joys of family life. In the photograph, Prince William and Princess Catherine sat with their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis on the grass, their bodies relaxed, their expressions natural. The family was not stiff or posed, but instead fully present in the moment, enjoying the quiet, peaceful environment around them. There was a sense of ease in their posture, an ease that reflected the calm and steadiness of their bond. The image captured the very essence of family, not perfection but connection. It was a moment of joy not defined by grand gestures, but by the warmth and love that naturally flows when a family is together, simply enjoying each other's company. This was a photograph that captured the essence of the Wales family in a way that felt both real and accessible. It wasn't just about the royal titles or the formalities that often accompany their lives. It was about the human connections that bind them together. It wasn't a photograph meant to show off their status or wealth. Instead, it was a photograph that spoke to the heart of who they are as a family. Parents who care for their children, children who share in the love of their parents, and a family united in its commitment to one another. The beauty of this card lies not just in its composition or the setting, but in the way it made the public feel. The Wales family in that moment wasn't just presenting themselves as public figures, they were presenting themselves as a family, vulnerable and authentic, who wanted to share a simple yet profound moment with the world. And in that moment, they became not just symbols of the monarchy, but symbols of love, unity, and the strength that comes from family bonds. It was a portrait that resonated with people across the globe because it reminded them of what truly matters: the love we share with those closest to us, the joy we find in each other's company, and the simple, everyday moments that make life so meaningful. In essence, this photograph was more than just a Christmas card. It was a quiet, powerful reminder that the Wales family, while undoubtedly part of one of the most storied institutions in the world, is also just like any other family. Their bond, their love for each other, their shared moments of joy are as real and relatable as those found in homes all around the world. This image, captured by Josh Scher, will likely be remembered not just as a royal portrait, but as a family's gift to the world, a gift of warmth, authenticity, and love offered without pretense or formality. It was a moment frozen in time, one that will continue to resonate long after the holiday season has passed. Scher's work has followed the Wales children as they've grown, capturing their milestones, their personalities, and the subtle changes that come with the passage of time. From Prince Louis's playful 7th birthday portraits to George's more reflective 12th, Scher's lens has documented the family's journey, one honest, intimate chapter at a time. Each image has been a window into their world, offering the public a glimpse into their evolving lives, not just as royals, but as a family navigating the same joys, challenges, and triumphs as any other. And this Christmas card was yet another page in that unfolding story, a story filled with moments of joy, love, and warmth, especially after a year that had tested their strength and resilience. The contrast between this year's card and last year's release is striking, and it's hard to ignore. In 2024, the family's portrait was a formal, studio-shot image, clean, crisp, and perfectly coordinated. The family wore matching white shirts and denim, a modern and polished look that spoke to the simplicity of the times but lacked the warmth that comes from a more personal, unguarded moment. While last year's card was undeniably stylish, it had a level of formality that felt a little removed from the essence of who the Wales family truly is. The photo was beautiful, yes, but it also carried the weight of being royal, carefully curated, carefully crafted, and almost too perfect. This year, however, the Wales family chose a different path. They moved outdoors, embracing the vibrant beauty of nature, letting the setting reflect the authenticity and simplicity that they've become known for in recent years. The family was captured amidst the lush green of Norfolk, surrounded by blooming daffodils, nature's own emblem of new life and renewal. The colors in the image weren't carefully coordinated. They were natural, soft, and organic, blending harmoniously with the landscape around them. The texture of the grass, the warmth of the sun, and the vibrancy of the daffodils all contributed to a feeling of groundedness, of being present in the moment, rather than performing for the camera. This choice to embrace the outdoors, to step away from the confines of a studio and embrace the real world, felt like a return to the family's roots, a nod to the simplicity of life, to being in the moment, to embracing the warmth of connection without artifice. The Wales family, instead of hiding behind the formality of royal expectations, invited us into their world, showing us not just their titles or their roles, but the humanity beneath them. It was a powerful message, a reminder that despite their royal status, they are first and foremost a family just like any other, with a deep shared connection that doesn't need to be polished or perfected to be beautiful. By choosing this natural setting, the Wales family conveyed a message of authenticity and openness, rejecting the constraints of perfection and embracing something real and tangible. It was a card that felt less like a royal announcement and more like an invitation into their lives, an invitation to witness their growth, their love for each other, and the simple beauty of family life, far away from the polished, carefully crafted images we often see. It was a return to simplicity, and in doing so, it brought them closer to the people they serve and the public that looks up to them. The image wasn't just about capturing a moment in time, it was about offering a story, a truth, and a connection that felt both timeless and immediate. Princess Catherine's outfit, an understated khaki knit layered over a delicate ruffled blouse and paired with a checked skirt, was the perfect embodiment of balance. It was a look that combined both practicality and elegance, a visual representation of the steady composure, calmness, and strength that have become synonymous with her public persona. The softness of the knit fabric and the subtle texture of the ruffled blouse suggested a sense of warmth and approachability, while the structured lines of the checked skirt conveyed a quiet confidence. In her choice of attire, Catherine effortlessly bridged the gap between royal duty and personal style, sending a message of grace and grounded assurance. She wasn't just a princess in this moment, she was as a mother, comfortable and at ease, offering an image of steady leadership amidst the bustling life of the monarchy. Princess Charlotte, at 10 years old, mirrored her mother's look with a printed jumper that echoed the same grounded, confident energy. Charlotte's presence was calm and assured, yet there was an unmistakable warmth in her demeanor. A simple yet deeply meaningful gesture, Charlotte leaning her head gently on her father's shoulder, spoke volumes. In that quiet, unspoken moment, her bond with her father, Prince William, radiated louder than any words ever could. It wasn't a display of affection for the sake of the camera. It was a genuine, tender moment of connection between father and daughter. The comfort they shared in each other's presence was evident, and it served as a powerful reminder of the love and trust that forms the foundation of their family. In that single act, Charlotte conveyed a sense of trust, love, and unity that transcended the festive occasion, grounding the image in a quiet truth. That family at its heart is about unconditional love and mutual support. Then of course there was Prince Louis, the youngest, and without question the one who stole the spotlight with his infectious energy. His wide, mischievous grin was the first thing anyone would notice, and it was impossible not to be caught up in his pure joy. His excitement was palpable, radiating from his bright eyes and broad smile, filling the entire image with an undeniable sense of playfulness. Dressed in his green knitwear and jeans, Louis seemed to embody the carefree nature of childhood, his exuberance and joy completely unfiltered. His spirit, so vividly captured in that moment, reminded the public exactly why he is so beloved. He's a little boy full of life and curiosity, with an energy that naturally draws people in. His playful personality was a refreshing contrast to the formality of royal life, offering a reminder that even in the world of tradition and ceremony, there is always room for the lightness and spontaneity of a child's joy. Louis, with his bright smile and endless energy, brought an element of joy that added a much-needed sense of lightheartedness to the otherwise serene family portrait. In that instant, he embodied the freedom of youth, a reminder of the importance of play, laughter, and living fully in the moment. Together, the three children reflected a beautiful balance between composure, tenderness, and joy, each one bringing something uniquely theirs to the image. While Princess Catherine and Princess Charlotte brought a sense of calm and quiet strength, Prince Louis reminded the world that the royal family is, at its core, human, full of energy, love, and life. Their collective presence was a reminder that family, whether royal or not, is rooted in love and connection, and that these simple, honest moments of affection and joy are what truly make the holidays special. Prince George, sitting upright and composed, was the calm in the storm of youthful energy that surrounded him. His posture, firm yet relaxed, carried an air of maturity that seemed beyond his years. Despite being surrounded by the playfulness and joy of his younger siblings, George's gentle smile spoke volumes. It was the smile of someone who understood the gravity of his future role, even as he remained grounded in the present. His expression wasn't one of burden but of quiet confidence, a knowing calmness that reflected his deepening sense of responsibility. Dressed in his checkered shirt and brown gilet, his outfit subtly marked the shift from childhood to young adulthood. It was a look that balanced the innocence of youth with the beginning signs of the maturity that will inevitably come with age and duty. The subtlety of his wardrobe, unflashy yet composed, underscored his transition into someone who will one day carry the weight of a nation, while still retaining the warmth and approachability of a child. In that serene moment, George seemed to personify the delicate balance between youth and the growing responsibilities that come with his place in the royal family. It was a visual metaphor for the journey he is on, an ever-evolving path where innocence slowly gives way to duty, yet where the strength of family always provides the steady foundation he will rely on. Together with his siblings, these moments told a powerful, silent story of renewal, closeness, and quiet strength. It wasn't just a family portrait, it was a narrative captured in a single frame, a family that had weathered challenges but emerged from them stronger, more united, and more connected than ever before. The simplicity of the image, with each child's unique expression and role, conveyed something more profound than just a royal greeting. It told a story of resilience. This wasn't just a family enduring but thriving together, finding their way forward through love, unity, and shared strength. They had faced their struggles, yet what shone through was not the burden of those challenges, but the lightness of overcoming them together. There was a quiet power in this moment, a sense that they had already weathered their storms and were now standing stronger than ever. But what if there was more to this image than we first realized? As all eyes turned toward the Wales family, looking ahead to their future celebrations and the public moments yet to come, one surprising detail in this Christmas card could forever alter how we view their place in history. There was something in the subtlety of the image that hinted at a shift, something that might not be immediately apparent but was undeniable upon reflection. Could this seemingly simple family portrait be the beginning of a new chapter in the Wales family's public narrative? A new chapter that in time could reshape the monarchy's role in the modern world. This card and the quiet moments it captured might hold the key to understanding how this beloved family will navigate their future, and how in their own way they are already making history. Along with the image came a simple, sincere message wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. There were no grandiose declarations or pompous words, just a warm, heartfelt greeting that carried an authenticity rarely seen in the public eye. It was personal in its warmth, yet carried the universal spirit of the season, effortlessly bridging the gap between the royal family and the people they serve. In its simplicity, the message spoke volumes. It wasn't about the formality of royal life, it was about connection. It was about offering the world not just a card, but a sincere wish for peace and happiness, coming from a family that, despite their royal status, shares the same hopes and joys of the holiday season as everyone else. This humble greeting was the perfect complement to the card itself, an image that felt just as personal, grounded, and human as the words it carried. The release of the card was no accident, it was carefully timed. Arriving just days after Prince William and Princess Catherine attended the pre-Christmas lunch at Buckingham Palace, the card served as more than just a festive greeting. The annual gathering at Buckingham Palace, an event that has become one of the royal family's most beloved traditions, marks the official beginning of the royal holiday season. It's a time when the royal family comes together before the public festivities begin, a quiet moment of family connection before the whirlwind of the season takes full force. The timing of the card's release, coinciding so closely with this significant event, was of course intentional. It wasn't just about wishing the public a Merry Christmas, it was about signaling the start of the royal holiday traditions, reaffirming their commitment to family and service. But there was more to it than just a festive gesture. The release of the card also pointed to something deeper, a subtle strategic move. As the royal holiday season began, the Wales family was preparing to uphold one of the monarchy's most cherished traditions, their journey to Sandringham for Christmas Day. Sandringham, long associated with the royal family's Christmas celebrations, is a place filled with deep personal and historical significance. It's where the royal family has spent many a Christmas, creating memories and honoring the legacy of the monarchy's ties to tradition. This yearly pilgrimage to Norfolk is not just about maintaining a royal tradition, it's about reaffirming a commitment to continuity, family, and shared values. And so, as the Wales family prepared to join the King and Queen at Sandringham, their Christmas card felt like more than just a holiday greeting. It felt like the beginning of another chapter in the family's history, one that honors the past while embracing the future. In this small, quiet way, they were reminding the world that they are not just figures in a long-running tradition. They are a living, breathing family, grounded in love, service, and a deep sense of duty. The walk to church on Christmas Day has grown into one of the most eagerly anticipated public moments of the royal holiday season, capturing the attention of people around the world. This annual tradition offers a rare and intimate look into the royal family's private life, a fleeting but meaningful moment when the monarchy steps outside the confines of palatial walls and shares a piece of their personal story with the public. It's more than just a royal duty, it's a human moment that bridges the gap between the royal family and the people they serve. The walk, though simple, has become a cherished occasion that brings the royal family closer to the hearts of the public, allowing everyone to see the shared humanity behind their titles. This year, the Wales family will once again join together for the St. Mary Magdalene service, continuing this beloved royal tradition that reminds us all of the deep connection between the monarchy and the people. The image of the royal family walking to church on Christmas Day has come to symbolize more than just the formalities of the royal calendar. It speaks to the unity and love that exists within the family and the way that love extends to their relationship with the public. This simple act, walking together to a place of worship, becomes a powerful symbol of service, unity, and community. While the royal family may stand apart in terms of their public roles, moments like these remind us that they too share in the same values of faith, family, and tradition that bind all of us. As the Wales children join their parents on this walk, they are not only honoring a tradition but continuing a legacy of royal duty, love, and compassion, a legacy that has been passed down through generations, yet remains deeply relevant to the present day. Earlier this month, at Princess Catherine's Together at Christmas Carol service, the children continued to embody the family's core values of connection and kindness. In a small yet symbolic gesture, the children helped hang red paper loops outside the abbey, each loop marked with their handwritten names. This act, simple in its execution but profound in its meaning, was a reminder that the Wales family is grounded not just in royal duty, but in compassion and shared humanity. It was an example of how the family, despite their royal status, continues to live out the values of kindness, service, and community, values that connect them to those who look up to them. In the midst of a world often consumed by spectacle, these small, seemingly insignificant acts stand as a testament to the family's commitment to remaining grounded and approachable. It's these moments of humility, where the Wales children can participate in something as ordinary as hanging decorations, that remind us all of the deeper purpose behind their public lives. They are more than just royals, they are a family that understands the importance of giving back, of staying connected to those they serve, and of fostering relationships built on empathy, kindness, and understanding. When we compare this year's 2025 Christmas card to the one from 2024, the shift in tone is immediately noticeable. Last year's card was deeply emotional, animated in its style, and carried with it a profound message of resilience. It captured Princess Catherine's personal journey through health challenges, particularly her battle with illness. The card felt raw and honest, speaking to endurance, perseverance, and the quiet strength Catherine had shown as she faced a difficult and uncertain period. It was a moment of personal triumph, one that resonated deeply with the public as they rallied behind her, offering support and encouragement. The 2024 card encapsulated a moment of strength born out of struggle, a visual metaphor for overcoming adversity. It was a reflection of the hardships faced, but also a tribute to the endurance that carried them through. This year, however, the card conveys a completely different message. The tone is lighter, more hopeful, and speaks of recovery and renewal. This year's card is not about looking back at past struggles, but about moving forward with optimism and hope. The focus has shifted from endurance through hardship to the healing process that follows and the strength that comes from overcoming challenges. It's a reflection of a family that has faced difficulties but is now standing together, stronger and more united than ever. The card speaks of healing, not just physical healing but emotional and familial healing. It's a moment of looking forward to the future, to new beginnings, and to the possibilities that lie ahead. The imagery and the message speak to a family that has found peace and strength after a turbulent period, and who are now embracing a future full of promise. This shift in the card's tone is significant not only for what it reflects about the Wales family's journey, but also for what it suggests about the monarchy as a whole. It marks a turning point, a moment where the royal family is no longer solely defined by past struggles, but by the way they have come together to heal and grow. The message of renewal is not just personal, it's public. It signals to the world that even in the face of hardship, there is always the potential for growth, change, and optimism. The Wales family's 2025 Christmas card stands as a testament to resilience, but also to the power of healing, unity, and love. It's a card that speaks of the future of a family ready to embrace new challenges, strengthen their bonds, and continue their journey together with a renewed sense of purpose and hope. While the 2024 card was a tribute to endurance and strength, the 2025 card feels like a celebration of life after adversity, of a family that has weathered the storms and emerged stronger, closer, and more hopeful than ever. It's a powerful reminder that while we may face difficult times, there is always the possibility for recovery, for growth, and for a future filled with renewed strength and shared joy. The Wales family's 2025 Christmas card is not just a festive greeting, it is a symbol of the strength of the human spirit, the importance of family, and the power of love and connection in overcoming life's challenges. The 2025 Christmas card from the Wales family transcends the typical festive greeting. It is a window into their evolution, not just as a royal family, but as individuals who are continuously growing, adapting, and redefining how they wish to be perceived by the world. Through this card, they have taken a significant step forward in shaping their public image, one that reflects a deep commitment to authenticity and connection. What stands out most is how the card encapsulates the warmth, closeness, and undeniable strength of their family bond, making it clear that their love for each other is at the heart of everything they do. The images and the carefully crafted message serve as a reminder that while they may carry the weight of royal duty, they are first and foremost a family, connected not only by blood but by shared values, experiences, and the quiet moments that bind them together. The timing of the card's release, the imagery chosen, and the words shared all speak volumes. In a world where the monarchy has long been associated with formality, tradition, and a certain degree of separation from the people they serve, the Wales family has turned the narrative on its head. Rather than adhering strictly to royal convention, they have opened a door to a new kind of monarchy, one that is not just rooted in the past, but looking toward the future with hope, optimism, and a genuine desire for connection. This is a family who understands the importance of tradition, but they also recognize the need to evolve and stay relevant in a rapidly changing world. The 2025 Christmas card is a clear reflection of this shift, demonstrating their commitment to embracing modernity without sacrificing the values that have defined the monarchy for centuries. What this card represents at its core is the beginning of a new chapter in the royal family's story, one where family values, human connection, and authenticity take center stage. In an era where the public is increasingly drawn to transparency and relatability, the Wales family has chosen to move away from the often distant, carefully crafted portraits of the past, and instead present themselves as they truly are, real people with real emotions, experiencing the same joys, struggles, and growth as anyone else. This shift in royal storytelling is not just a subtle change, it's a bold, powerful statement about the future of the monarchy. It's a recognition that to remain relevant, the royal family must connect with the people on a deeper level, not just through the weight of their titles or the pageantry of their position, but through genuine moments of connection that speak to the heart. The Wales family is more than just a symbol of tradition. They are a living, breathing embodiment of what it means to balance duty with humanity, leadership with love, and tradition with modernity. In this simple Christmas card, they've managed to capture the essence of what makes them so beloved, not just their royal roles, but the people they are when the cameras are off and the public eye fades into the background. This card is a testament to the strength of their family, to the way they support and uplift one another, and to the way they approach their roles with a sense of warmth and authenticity that has won them the admiration of people worldwide. By choosing to share this more personal, intimate glimpse into their lives, the Wales family has shown that the monarchy can be both a symbol of tradition and a beacon of modernity. They have embraced the idea that true leadership lies not in distance or aloofness, but in connection and understanding. They have used their position to show that family is not just about shared blood, but about shared values, values like compassion, kindness, and the importance of maintaining strong, supportive relationships with those you love. The 2025 Christmas card is not just a festive greeting, it's a message about the future of the monarchy, one where love, resilience, and togetherness are the pillars upon which the family stands. In doing so, they are reshaping the narrative of what it means to be a royal family in the 21st century. It's not just about public duty or ceremonial appearances, it's about fostering connections, nurturing family bonds, and creating a space where the monarchy can be seen as both a symbol of the past and a guiding force for the future. This is the legacy the Wales family is beginning to build, one where they are not just figures of history, but active participants in the shaping of a more compassionate, human-centered future. Through this card, they've invited the world to witness their journey, and in doing so, they've opened the door to a new chapter in royal storytelling, one where family values, human connection, and authenticity are not just seen as secondary to the royal image, but as the very heart of it. This Christmas card is a reflection of that future, a future where the monarchy evolves into a more accessible, relatable, and deeply human institution. And in embracing this future, the Wales family has given us all a powerful reminder. that no matter our status, our position, or our title, what truly matters are the bonds we share with those closest to us and the love we show to those around us. In the end, it is this love, this authenticity, and this connection that will continue to define the Wales family and the monarchy as a whole moving forward. If you think this card represents a new chapter in royal storytelling and want to see how this shift in the monarchy will impact the future of the royal family, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. The Wales family is showing us that family values, human connection, and authenticity are at the heart of what makes them so beloved. Let's dive deeper into what these changes mean and what they say about the future of the monarchy. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this new approach to royal life means for the world? We'd love to hear from you.